working with the Rothschilds, the Harrimans, and so on. For generations, they've had this sort of vision of creating a one-world government with
Would you really put it past mankind? You know what I mean?
religion and
guy
so forth. And
if you love freedom anyways,
sounds
what's
like a sweet dream until you
harm
finally
in
realize
preparing
what they want. And
for
you know,
anything?
basically, all they want is control, more control, as if they don't have enough already.
You know what I mean?
And
I mean,
you
would
know,
you put it
like I said,
beyond
this has been generational.
the realm of possibility?
It actually, if you follow it all the way back,
Therefore, if you like freedom, you should think about warfare to prepare to counter
the
it.
Illuminati there.
Got to calm off.
There's a Freemason crossover in here somewhere with Albert Pike. I think his book came out in 1789 or one of them.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
This is a really deep rabbit hole. We should advise the listeners that this is going to be a pretty amazing ride. But I just thought, well, let me just do some checking here. And I have found nothing. I have found no holes in this work whatsoever.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned in the preface, I refuse myself to use the word conspiracy because that word has become such a no-no. I mean,
That's why my quantum leap of
you just,
perceiving it as NASA astronaut training, freedom appreciator,
you
you wouldn't put it beyond
So I
man
refuse to use it.
to
I
be
will quote
capable
other
of such a
people,
thing. So
but I don't use
the
that
vision
word at all
is
in
true
the
to
book.
fucking think up
So after
preparatory countermeasures in case it's ever
your rooftop
happens.
deck, and you've
Unless
had
it's
your
too
drink
late.
and your romantic encounter on the roof, then I guess the idea is to own all of the buildings and control all of the views over the whatever city you happen to be in that you wish to control. Is that the sole purpose in creating the New World Order?
Well, it's something that
Have the
has to
whole
do with
Earth
the
to
entire
themselves,
world, but
like
that's
wake
what
up
they
the next
want.
day after
You
the
know,
mass
eventually,
kill event,
the European Union is a start. You know,
light up their cigars and
North
look
America,
at the whole
which is
planet
sort of
and
underway
fucking,
right now,
wow, it's quiet, it's
another
ours.
step.
Duh.
The conclusion I drew is that these people just want us all off their planet. You know, they've got that kind of arrogance and ruthlessness about them.
So these families, they want to boil it down to a couple of dozen families that will rule the Earth and be populated largely and just keep the resources to themselves and their progeny?
Yeah. And what they want basically is, a manageable number of
Sons of
workers who
bitches.
aren't that bright.
They'll never do it.
Do what they're told. I had a little call. I could tell you a bit about, like, the Rockefellers, for instance. John D. Rockefeller is known,
Like the
by
fecal
everybody. His
disease,
father,
it's
William,
worse
was
than a feces
kind of
and
a
worse
flim
than
flam man. He
disease.
sold cancer cures.
Fuck them.
He taught little John, when he was a boy, to leap into his arms from a chair, and he would catch him. And one day, he just stood aside and let little John D. fall on the floor, and his exact words were, "Never trust anyone completely, not even me." So you see what kind of character we're building here.
Yes.
And
Yes.
John D. built a refinery in 1863, and by 1870, he incorporated Standard Oil of Ohio and formed a monopoly through the National City Bank of Cleveland, which was owned then by the Rothschilds, according to
All right, you got a lot of facts here.
By 1880, John D. owned or controlled 95%